Hey, what's going on, everybody? I'm Chris. Kathy and the boys are actually out doing swimming lessons tonight, and I figured this was the perfect time for me to talk about PosherVA with you guys. So we've kind of mentioned PosherVA in our What's Old videos over the past couple weeks. Be sure to check those What's Old videos out if that's something you're interested in. Hit that subscribe button and you can check them out. We do them almost every day. A couple weeks ago, we started mentioning PosherVA, and it's a extension through Chrome that we have been using to help us get some sales. So today we're going to talk about PosherVA, what it is, and how we are using it in our reselling business to help generate sales and time. So PosherVA is essentially a Chrome extension that automates a lot of the things that you have to do in Poshmark to help generate sales. All right, so I wanted to address the controversial side of PosherVA up front and be as transparent with you guys as possible. PosherVA is a bot. It is an automated program that you can use to automatically share and do other things automatically through Poshmark, which technically, according to Poshmark, is against community guidelines. I personally haven't found anything in the Poshmark terms of service that says using a bot is not allowed, but it is in the community guidelines described as something that is not really allowed. But if you read through the community guidelines, I think you will quickly find out that there are many things that are in there that are not technically allowed that we see every day that other users are doing, and even we do. For example, the use of stock photos without permission when you're creating a listing. This is something that I think almost every Poshmark user has done or does do. We do it. That is something that is technically against the community guidelines, just like PosherVA. Now, I think everyone has to make a decision for themselves. We reached a point in our reselling business where if we could not continue to sell on Poshmark, we would still be okay. So we decided to use it as a little bit of an experiment to see how far we can go without getting banned. And so I'm going to talk about how we've used PosherVA and how I recommend using PosherVA if it's something you decide that you're willing to try for yourself. And this is just all from our own experience. We have heard other people and their experiences using bots, and I recommend, don't just take our word for it. Look around and see if you know of anybody who has been banned or their accounts deleted or whatever they say happens when you use a bot. We have yet to find any of these cases actually happening, and we know of a lot of people that use bots. So if you're still on the fence of whether or not you want to use PosherVA, I'm going to go through a bunch of the features and the things that we use and why we decided to use PosherVA, even though it's technically against community guidelines. What it really boils down to is sharing is not really worth our time. I don't think it's worth anybody's time. Yes, you do get sales when you share your items, but you're also going to get more sales if you're listing new items. So it is our opinion that we would rather be spending that time listing new items and let something like PosherVA do the sharing. All right, so with all that out of the way, I just wanted to show you guys a little bit of a peek in PosherVA. I know many of you have actually downloaded and have tried and even signed up for PosherVA after using it. And another important thing to know about PosherVA is you can get a 2-week free trial. You don't even have to use a credit card to sign up for the trial, and you can try it for yourself and see how it is and how it works for you specifically, because everybody's mileage is going to vary when it comes to this. We've had viewers that came up and have had better results than us, and we've had some that haven't had as good of results, but it ultimately comes down to you and how you run your Poshmark store. And maybe this isn't for you, and that's okay. It's not for everybody, right? So we're going to go ahead and start looking at PosherVA and its features. Just a quick overview, and then we'll talk about how we use it in our business and our day-to-day lives. All right, so you've signed up for PosherVA. You've got it installed. You should have no problem getting it installed on your computer. But once it is installed and you're all signed in and logged in, you come up here and you'll see this little icon, the 2 hangers, and that is your PosherVA extension. So once you click on that, you will see all the features and options that you can do, and we're just going to go through each of these tabs real quick. One of the great things about PosherVA is they have a lot of great documentation on their website which is probably going to be better than this video, but I know a lot of people, myself included, learn a lot better from a video versus reading articles or documentation. So I like to see it, and I figured some of our viewers might as well. But I do recommend, if you have any questions, of just going to their website. It has great documentation, and a lot of these tabs here, you'll see, like on this follow tab, how to use follow. Read here for more, and it'll take you right to this page, and anything that you need to see is right there. But we're still going to go through it and check it all out. All right, so back to the share tab. Sharing is one of the most important things on Poshmark, but also one of the most tedious, in my opinion. I hate sharing. Kathy hates sharing. I don't know anybody who really enjoys sharing their closet manually, and that's why a lot of people pay other services or VAs to do it. Because it's really not worth your time if you really think about it. We believe that listing new items is a way more efficient use of our time. We do cross-list also, so we're not only selling on Poshmark. So listing is ultimately the thing we want to do with our available time. A lot of people do have their sharing done by somebody else or big services online, which ultimately probably are using something like PosherVA, even if they say they're not. I don't know anybody who could share as many items like that in a day, day after day, without going absolutely crazy. So that's just kind of what I think about it. Obviously, we all have our own opinions on that. But if you are paying for a service, this might be something that you're a little bit more interested in and having more control over. All right, so once we're in the share tab, you see here, this is our scheduling. This is something that you set up yourself. We only have 2 schedules set right now. And I mentioned earlier that, I might have mentioned earlier that I want to have a dedicated computer system set up to automatically share at specific times. And we'll have a better schedule set up at that time. But this is just what we're working with right now. And you can have ultimately different kinds of sharing. You could share to your followers. You could share to your to the Posh Party happening, or ENL, which is Edit Next List method. So PosherVA will actually do that if that's something you want to do. We've never actually done the Edit Next List way of sharing, but if that's something you do and you have good results, you can have it shared that way here on PosherVA. Another thing you can do is you can have it share your entire closet, or you can have it share from a current page. So if you're on somebody else's page, you can share their page automatically. And like I said, the great thing about PosherVA is it has all this great documentation. If you have any questions, that's most likely going to be answered when you hover over the thing you're looking at. Like for here, current page, items on Poshmark page in the current open tab. This can be your closet or someone else's closet, the main feed, or a party. So it's really great information. Now here you can have your speed of sharing changed, and you can see like very slow would be like 8 to 10 seconds every share. So you would share one item every 8 to 10 seconds. Slow, 4 to 7 seconds. Medium, 2 to 3 seconds. And fast, which is 1 to 2 seconds. And I did mention that we've tried to kind of push the envelope a little bit in how we've used PosherVA just to see how safe it is and how well it works. So we've tried and had good results at fast, which is every 1 to 2 seconds. You can even come down here and do a custom time if that's something you're interested in. So I'll just click that back on fast. Now down here in the sharing option, as you can see, if you want to have everything shared, you leave this at 0. You can share a specific number of your items if that's something you want to do. We have, I don't know, like 700 or 800 listings active right now. So we just have everything share multiple times a day. So if you come down here, you can toggle on sharing only available items. I don't know why anybody would want to share unavailable items or items that have already been sold or not for sale. But you can have it share that if that's something you need to do or want to do. You can reverse the sharing order, which would share from the bottom up. You can have your sharing be randomized, so it will just kind of pick whatever random order and share your listings that way. You can have it automatically share eligible listings to any party that is going on at that time. And you can also have it continuously share. I think this is more if you have a smaller closet and you just want to reshare the same items over and over. So we have not done that yet. When you come down here, you'll see the schedule button, and that's where you can come in and add a new schedule. So if I wanted this to start at 5 o'clock p.m. I could do that every day at this time. That will create a reoccurring schedule, and as long as your computer is open, it will share every day at 5 o'clock if I push schedule. I'm not going to change it just because Kathy has it set up right now, and I don't want to mess that up. And down here, you'll see the status is idle right now. Our closet is not actively being shared at this time. If it was, it would say running here, and it would be a little green box. And you can see down here in the activity log, that just shows you what items were recently shared. And it looks like we have 815 active listings. So moving on over to the follow tab, this is something if you're trying to grow your Poshmark following. You can see here we have 130,000 followers and we're following 132,000 people or Posh closets. I don't know how important that is. I know we've had a large number of followers for a couple years now. I imagine it doesn't hurt to have more followers, but if you're a new closet starting out, this could be a really good way to gain followers. And again, I just want to point out, if you want to know really in depth how to use the features of PosherVA, go ahead and click on any of these links that you're interested in. So as far as following, you can set a daily limit amount, and it looks like PosherVA safely recommends anything under 6,000 follows a day. So I would highly suggest you follow what PosherVA suggests, even though we personally have gone above and beyond what they recommend and haven't had any issue. I think their guidelines and from their experience of all their accounts that have signed up with them, it's a very good number to just base off of. So start from there and work however you see fit for yourself. And make sure, like safe follow mode, you can see here that allows the extension to automatically adjust follow speed and control the following process. So again, that's something that PosherVA has programmed into their thing to keep your Poshmark account safe. So obviously keep that on. You can take it off if you want. Use at your own risk, right? You can see here it's got the status box here. It is idle right now. I have used the follow and unfollow feature just briefly to see how well it works, and it does work really well. But again, we have a lot of followers, and I don't know if doubling our followers is going to double our business. I don't know that correlation, but use this if you're trying to grow your followers. So looking here, follow from the page. This says here, you can follow people from someone's closet, followers, or following pages. So I can go to somebody else's closet, or you can come to our closet and see our followers, and you can open from our followers and start following our followers if that's something you wanted to do. Honestly, that takes a little bit more work than what I'm willing to put in. So what I would do personally is come down here to the follow new people box, and what this is going to do is if you type a number here, you can automatically follow fresh closets, and I think that's people who have been on the Poshmark app and having activity in the app recently. Let me see if it says exactly when. I don't know. It doesn't say exactly when, but probably within the past day or maybe a couple days. Or you could follow people who just joined, and that's one thing that we have done in the past where we follow brand new closets or fresh closets, and those are people who are actively on the Poshmark app. You can also unfollow people if you want to lower your following number, which I don't know how important that is. Nobody really, at least we don't really buy from our feed. If we're trying to buy something, we're usually searching for specific brands or sizes. So if you've experienced in your Poshmark closet that having higher followers or lower following is beneficial, go ahead and use that as you see fit. So again, we don't really use the follow tab just because we haven't seen it really benefit us much, and I don't think you can actually follow closets while your closet is sharing. I'm pretty sure you can only run one of those at a time, and we would rather be sharing at that time than following closets. So ultimately, it's up to you. If you're new at Poshmark and you want to have more followers, definitely come in here and have it follow a few thousand closets a day, and you can really grow your followers that way. So in Poshmark, a lot of people will follow people who started following them, and that's the idea of following fresh closets. It's a social media app. If somebody follows a new closet, they're more likely to follow you back than somebody who hasn't been on the Poshmark closet or the Poshmark app in a few days. So that's the whole idea behind that. Use it as you see fit for your business. All right, so moving over to actions, this is where a lot of the really cool and amazing, strong features of PosherVA are in. One of the ones that we use every single day, and we leave this running active all the time, is the Offer Watcher feature. And what this does is when somebody likes your Poshmark listing, you can automatically send an offer based on the parameters that you set here to that person. It's an offer to likers, and it just does it automatically. We set up our business to have enough wiggle room to do these kinds of offers, so we have it automatically set to, these are actually our settings here. We wait 5 minutes after somebody likes an item, and you could change that to whatever you see fit. Personally, we like to do it quick. We probably could bump this down to a couple minutes, but the idea is to catch them as they're liking the item so that it's still fresh in their mind and they're still in that buying mode. So yeah, we send that 20% off offer, and we do a $5.95 shipping. So that means we pay an extra $1.50 of the shipping. We do this as a blanket for all of our listings. So if anybody likes any of our listings, they will get this offer. But the cool thing is you can come in here and set some limitations. You can do flexible shipping, which based on the item price. So say you don't want to do free shipping on very expensive items, you can divide it up and by dollar amount that way. I'm gonna see if I can edit this right here. So this is where you can really customize how you want your offer to be. Honestly, we have not used the flexible shipping, but I can definitely see the benefit and the power that it has. But we'll probably mess with that a little bit more, but honestly, it works for us to have just the simple every 5 minutes after somebody likes an item, send them an offer of 20% off. That's worked for us well. And, you know, obviously if it stops working or if we want to come in here and change things up, we definitely can. This just, you know, you can do different shipping discounts for different priced items, or, you know, if you are only going to get so much net earnings, you can have it excluded, and so on and so forth. So there's a lot of really in-depth options in here that you could really play with to fit your business style. And I think that's going to fit a lot of people's business models. So go ahead and turn that off. You can also exclude any items that are new with tags if you don't want to give big discounts on those, or you can discount your boutique items completely. So I'm not going to save that just because I didn't do anything, so it's still active. So moving down here, you can send bulk offers, and it's kind of the same settings here. You can, we honestly have not used the send bulk offers just because the Offer Watcher works so well for us. But if that's something you're interested in checking out for yourself, you could read through here or check out the documentation on their website. Like I said, they have videos on their website. They have documentation. It is, it's going to have way better and more solid information than I can give you here in this video, especially about something I haven't used. One thing we have used is the bulk price updating. And again, right here at the top, it says how to use it. You can click there and it'll bring you to this page on how to use that specific item. And they have good pictures, really good documentation. I am very impressed with their website and how easy it is to find the information that you really need or want. So that's one of the coolest things about PosherVA in my eyes, aside from actually making you money, right? So yes, bulk pricing updating. So you can come in here and you can increase the price, or you could drop the price. You could drop by a percentage or a dollar amount. You could do it on items that have certain amount of likes. Something has no likes, you don't want to change the price or whatever, or there's tons of ways to customize this to fit your business model. One of the cool things I like about PosherVA is anytime there's a new feature, it shows you a new feature, this blue bubble that says new. So you can filter out items, and this is actually really cool. I haven't seen this until I started recording this video. You can filter out items that are certain amounts of days old. So that means if something's, like it's using this example here, if something's more than 90 days old and it hasn't sold yet, you can come in and edit anything that's over 90 days old and lower the price by 5% or 10%. just to kind of try to get things moving. You know, if something hasn't sold in the first 90 days, it's probably not going to sell, right? The chances are it's not going to sell, or you're going to be waiting a long time for that very specific buyer at that price point. So this is a great way to go in and lower those really long tail items. You don't even have to think about what the item is. If it's been listed 90 days or more, it will automatically get that price, and that's awesome. So another really cool feature that PosherVA has is this activity returner in the Actions tab. What that does is it returns shares and follows from your news feed. So if somebody comes into your closet and shares some of your items, you can have PosherVA automatically reciprocate shares of their items. You can come in here and customize how many items you want to share. You can have it automatically follow somebody who follows you. So here it looks like you can actually customize the time that you are actually responding to these shares. And I'm assuming that that's just to make it seem like it's a human doing it, so that it's less obvious that it's a bot, because again, bots are against the community guidelines. You can adjust the speed, fast, medium, slow, sloth, and it shows you this, how fast that is here. It looks like it's a time bar here. You can do custom seconds there. And down at the bottom of the Actions tab, it has, again, another activity log for all of your actions. So anytime you have any of these going on, it will share it in the activity log. And you can see here from when we increased our prices, it shows, I really like that it shows the current price that it was at, and it shows you the new price. So yeah, that's everything in the Actions tab. A lot of really awesome and powerful features in that Actions tab. And then when you come over here to options, this is just kind of setting up limits and some of the options for the app. So you can see here, we have our sharing limit set to 10,000. And again, this is a daily sharing limit. This is, you can customize this. This is too high from what PosherVA recommends. And you can see here, it's warning us. You risk going to Poshmark share jail for 24 hours if you share more than 9,000 listings a day. And we've hit this 10,000 a day, and we have not been put in sharing jail. But I highly recommend, and I'm just changing this. I left this here for this video specifically. We will be lowering this as soon as we're done shooting this video. But again, I wanted to kind of put our account at risk to see what we can do and how much we could push the limits to see if we would get put in jail or get an email or any kind of bad thing happening to us before we started talking to our viewers about it. And I can tell you from past experience, we have experienced those using other bots in the past. And so I'm really happy using PosherVA because we have not experienced a single time of anything bad happening to our account that would worry us. Ultimately, I think even if you do get put in share jail, they're not going to delete your account. Like I said, we've done it in the past. We've been put in sharing jail, and they did not delete our account. We didn't get any kind of email or any slap on the hand. The only thing was they kind of limited our account without notification. They kind of call it shadow banning for 24 hours. After the 24 hours was done, we were able to list again. We were able to share. Everything was back to normal. And that's one of the reasons why we're so comfortable using PosherVA, because it's our opinion, and this is only our opinion. This is not fact or anything, so take it as you will. But in our opinion, in our experience, Poshmark would probably not delete us for making more money for them. I don't know. That's just kind of our opinion. We're literally making Poshmark more money by using this service, and it would kind of go against being a business owner by getting rid of your paying customers and people who are generating money for your company for using something like this. Yes, it's against the community guidelines, but there's a lot of other things that go against the community guidelines that we see every single day, and nothing ever happens about it. So more or less, I think it's just they put it there just to have a safety net. If something comes up, then they're like, hey, we told you you're not allowed to do this, just to kind of limit their liability if anything bad happens for whatever reason. Again, I don't think anything's going to happen. If you don't feel comfortable using PosherVA or any kind of bot, I highly suggest you do not use PosherVA or a bot. I can only tell you what our experience is. I will always suggest using PosherVA's limits. I think they have those numbers figured out. They have a lot of people that use their program, and they know the limits about Poshmark more than we do. So we're going to follow what they recommend, and I highly suggest you do as well, just to keep those limits low and keep you safe. So here, the continuous delay, I'm pretty sure this is referring to this continuous sharing tab right here, which we have not used. And I'm just assuming here, what just makes sense to me is if you have this activated, it will put this delay within your continuous sharing. So yes, delay between sharing loop iteration in minutes. I don't know why there's two numbers here, but again, if you go in to read more about the features, I'm sure there will be enough information there for you to decide for yourself whether or not that's something you want to do. Here you can have it share your not for sale items. Again, I don't know anybody who would want to do that, so it's defaulted off. But it is nice to have the option to do that if you need it, right? Again, I don't know what situation you would need that for, but it's there if you do. And then down here in the general options, I think that's just for your stats, which if we go over here, this is our stats for today. We've shared 7,485 listings today. Again, we're going to lower this limit as soon as we're done recording this video back to within recommended specs. It's about 7 o'clock at night right now, so we're going to start cutting back our shares just to be safe. But yeah, we've shared 7,485 listings today automatically through PosherVA, and that's pretty much every day. So we have not had to share an item in 2 months, and that's really, really nice. We obviously have not followed anybody today. This is, showing you your limits. It's really nice to have this snapshot. I like to come in here and you can see, oh, we automatically sent out 60 offers today. So we've had at least 60 people like an item, and we sent those 60 people an offer for that item that they liked. Now, PosherVA, since it is a bot, it does get met with those CAPTCHAs that I'm sure if anybody who's shared on Poshmark has experienced, where it pops up and it's like, show us all the stoplights or all the bicycles or buses or whatever. You know exactly what I'm talking about. That's just what that is here. And PosherVA has a limit of 25 CAPTCHAs, which, we're sharing well above the recommended amount a day, and we're only getting met with 12 CAPTCHAs. So you're really probably never ever going to hit that 25 limit unless you're really going above what PosherVA recommends for sharing in a day, which again, don't recommend that. So again, if you're following the guidelines, you're probably never going to hit that 25 limit, in which case that's just a day. So you just wait till the next day and you'll have 25 more CAPTCHAs you can do. So that's all of what PosherVA has to offer as of today and the recording of this video. Like I said, there's tons of great features and powerful tools to use that you can help grow your Poshmark sales and business. So I really can't speak highly enough of PosherVA. They have a great little program here, and we've had nothing but great experiences with PosherVA. So if you ultimately decide that you are not comfortable enough to use PosherVA because it is a bot and it is technically against the community guidelines, we have personally used the program or the service, the Poshmark sharing tool. I think if you Google Poshmark sharing tool, I think it's by a company, Wise Solutions. That's kind of a sharing assistant, and all it does is reconfigure the web page to where all you have to do is click a button. So it's not a robot clicking the button. You're physically having to click the button, which technically is not automation. All it does is reconfiguring the website so that you just have to click the button. It is a lot faster than regular sharing, and if that's something you're interested in, I would suggest checking them out. I do think it's more expensive than PosherVA, but if it will help you sleep at night, it will also help you share faster, and I would highly suggest you check that out if you're not interested in using the PosherVA assistant. So now I'm going to talk to you about how we use PosherVA every day, and we kind of touch base on everything that we do when we were going through each of the features, but what we use PosherVA, and personally, I think if you only use PosherVA for sharing and nothing else, it's 100% worth the $25 a month. 100%. That's just my opinion, but like I said, we've been using it for a few months, and if it was only the sharing, I would still be happy spending the $25 a month for just not having to share. So again, what we use PosherVA for, this is for our day-to-day use. We are using the scheduled sharing feature. We do have our schedule set up for 12:10 p.m. every day and 4 o'clock p.m. every day. We'll probably go in here and change this up once I have a dedicated computer that can just stay on 100% of the time and just keep things running. That's something that we're working on, just because I don't like having my desktop running 24/7. It's a custom build, it's expensive. I don't want it burning out just to share our closet. And our laptop doesn't really run all the time. We're always taking it off, and when we're out and about, we're bringing it with us. So that doesn't really work for it because it's not always on and connected to the internet. So I'm going to be looking at getting a small computer device to run all the time with PosherVA. So yes, what we do every day is sharing and the offer watcher. So this is basically the two most important features that we use every day on PosherVA. And like I said, we had all of our settings here, how we use our offer to watchers. The idea is your items are being shared. Somebody sees the item that's shared to them. They like the item, and then 5 minutes later, they get an offer for that item, all automatically. And that's how we use it. If you are using PosherVA, let us know down in the comments. If you want to remain anonymous, I totally get that. So just, don't say anything. But if you've had PosherVA and it's been working for you, I would love to hear that down in the comments below. And I'm sure many people who are watching this video would love to know that as well. And if you've used PosherVA and had a bad thing happen or a negative effect, yeah, please let us know, because that would help us relay to our viewers that some of those issues that maybe they want to look out for. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I think I'm going to go ahead and start sharing just so you can kind of see how it goes. And you can see here in the activity log, all I did was click start sharing. All right, and just like that, you could see successfully shared our items here. And so now if I come in here and refresh, you'll see new items are at the top of our page. And if I refresh again, we should have a few new items. So it's actively sharing right now. Yep, I'm just gonna minimize this and let it run. So that's a quick overview of PosherVA and how we use PosherVA in our day-to-day business. So if you're interested in checking out PosherVA for yourself, we do have a link down in our description, and there's a discount code GINGER, and that will give you 20% off your purchase. The cool thing about PosherVA is you can try it out for 2 weeks without even having to submit payment up front. But I really think after 2 weeks, you're gonna wanna sign up, because PosherVA has really been a lifesaver. I've mentioned it earlier in the video that even if it was just the sharing feature, I'd be paying the $25 a month, no question. So totally worth it in my opinion. All right, if you're gonna try PosherVA out for yourself, be sure to hit that like button. And if you are new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button on your way out. We do content like this all the time. We do have daily What Sold videos, which you can check out. If I missed anything that you wanted to know about PosherVA, please let us know down in the comments, and I'll be sure to answer any questions I do get. And I think that's going to do it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Bye.